All right, hear me out. Kanye wasn't wrong when he said slavery is a choice. Before you scroll, just hear me out. If you have a job, you are a slave. That employer, that corporation is the slave owner. Whatever field you're in, that cotton field, that you're a slave. That's the plantation. And anybody in your life that is there and distracting you from whatever you are actually here for, focused on you and the connection with God, the ultimate source, whoever can keep you distracted from plugging into that source and can keep you plugged into them instead in the system, that is an agent, an energy vampire. They're going to use whatever one of the seven deadly sins that you may be distracted from, whichever one it may be, to keep you plugged into that system. If you have SEX, for instance, and you are drained after that, they just took the real currency from you. It's your energy and your power. It's not real money. It's not USD or whatever. If you're in another country, whatever that is, that's not the real currency. If you work the job for 20, 30 years and stuff like that and you retire, that money that you are working for, that's not the real currency. That is fake money. Fake money, they mean that. In the 3D, we use it, but spiritually, the real currency is your energy and your power. That's why you can work these jobs and you always hear about the people at the top making all this money and generating more stuff and buying more property and going on more trips and getting another Lambo while you still struggling to pay your bills, right? Like you may get a trip here and there, but your life is stay about right here. You know what I mean? Like if you're good after working 20 years or something, they might give you 100 grand, whatever it is. You might most folks cap it about 400 if they reach that. But your typical job, like ain't nobody really making money, bro. Right? They're not. But as long as you stay plugged into that system, you good. The problem comes in when you start to break away from that system. When you start to break away and focus on you and do what's best for you and love yourself and your connection with God, that is when shit starts to change. The people around you that used to love you start to change because you are now operating outside of the system. What's wrong with you? Plug back in. All this stuff you talking about, we don't do that. No, what are you talking about, bro? No, remember, we don't do that. Whatever it takes. And the more you pull away, the more their love turns into hate. And the more if they will go to the extreme because you're talking about an entire system. This is the matrix, an entire system that you're operating in. It's a whole pipeline from birth till death. And those corporations are benefiting off the real currency, which is your power and your energy. If you ever break away and have a strong connection with Source, because you are the real power, you are the real source of power. If you broke away from that, unplug that bitch. They no longer have their power, their energy that they were getting from you. So call your power back. Love yourself. Have a connection with God. And anybody that is an energy vampire, it don't matter who it is. Anybody in your life, family, friend, coworker, loved one, could be your wife or your husband, it could be your kids. Anybody that is draining you of your real currency, your power and your energy, break away from them. Cut that cord because they are not for you. Only keep the people in your life that are for you, that are also plugged in. Anybody else that's draining you of power, remove them. I removed everybody that has been draining me in my life for my entire life. And now, that is the first time I actually love myself. You should do the same. I'm gonna go make my fish sandwiches now.